They call it a century sigh, a soft fracture that became a canyon. In the late 1200s, the world looked one way, massive cathedrals rising like breathing maps, guilds of masons who carried songs and geometry across borders, local economies woven through custom, craft, and church. Then the seams began to show. Look at the dates like landmarks on a fault line. In 1290, England enacted the Edict of Expulsion. In the opening years of the next decade, other monarchs tightened the screws on finance and faith. By 1306, France moved thousands, canceling debts, seizing assets. These were not isolated acts of law. They were system resets. Why does this matter to the story of a 1,000-year reign? Because power changes hands not only by sword but by ledger. For centuries, Christian doctrine forbade usury for Christians. Money lending became a role many minorities carried under royal license. When kings realized debt could be rewritten with a stroke, when exiles could be declared and assets seized, the economic scaffolding that supported public works and cathedral wages cracked. At the same time, a new class rose. Merchant bankers from Italian city-states, Lombard financiers, powerful guild networks, and, yes, military orders who handled credit for kings. They brought a different logic: mercantile, transferable, fungible. Currency began to behave less like local trust and more like a flow that could be moved, taxed, and weaponized. There are other currents to note. The climate was shifting toward the Little Ice Age, crop yields wobbling, social stress feeds political boldness. Cultural priorities changed. Patronage moved from communal cathedral projects to princely courts, to palaces and private collections. The cathedral that should have stretched another 100 years in stone suddenly halted because the purse strings changed hands. Some traditions read this transition as spiritual: the breath taken from public worship, the silence in organs and belfries, the slow replacing of sacred song with secular spectacle. Others read it as political economic, a consolidation of royal power, a monetized remapping of society. Both are true. Power moved from common memory into accounting ledgers. The rulers learned that to rewrite the future, you first rewrite the books. The millennial energy, a living architecture of care, music, and communal labor, did not vanish overnight. It was incrementally displaced by new incentives: debt, contracts, borders, and a mercantile mindset that measured value in transferable units rather than communal reciprocity. So who ended the reign? Time, rulers, laws, markets, and a culture that chose crowns over chorus. The rupture around 1290-1300 is not proof of a single conspiracy. It is the record of a world changing its currency. And with currency came new names for power.